Γεια σας, είμαι εδώ στη Φιλανδία, στο Τάπιολα και έχω κοντά μου τον Υπουργό της Φιλανδίας, έναν από τους υπουργούς που είναι υπεύθυνους για τα θέματα άμυνας. Είναι ο Antti Häkkänen μαζί μου. So Antti Häkkänen, the Ministry of Defense here in Finland, tell us a little bit about Europe, about our borders. You in Finland, you're in the northernmost eastern part, protecting the borders, and we as Greeks, we are in the southernmost part, with big superpowers next to us, our eastern neighbors. What is your perspective in terms of the European security?
Well, I think both countries have a lot of in common if you're watching the security sector overall. We have a large reservist armies. We are taking security quite seriously. And then, of course, we have large border challenges. So that's why we are investing quite heavily now in the border guard and securing our border, what comes from the Russian side. And we know that the migration, if you cannot handle the migration, that can be a really big problem. That's why we have been in close contact also with the Greece government and the Italy's government to have their lessons learned from the migration crisis.
Yes. So migration is one, and as you know, you have very well the know-how and how you fight in the winter conditions up in Lapland, for instance, and now you're NATO members. Finland is a NATO member. What lessons do you think that Finland can teach to the allies and within the EU level, and of course in the NATO, and what lessons Finland, as you mentioned, can learn in terms of immigration, what happens in the Mediterranean?
Well, there's a lot of lessons learned, but the first lesson is that every country has to kind of adapt their defense and security system for their country's characteristics and situation in the map and their kind of nature. So that's why I think that the Finnish model is suitable for Finland. But for example, we have a large reservist army and conscription system. That's a good one for if you have this kind of wide areas like in Finland to be defended. And we have also this comprehensive security model, which is quite unique in Europe, that we have planned for decades how to kind of support society with all the resources from the companies, from the society sector, organizations and governmental sectors in all the crises. We have been prepared for crisis from some kind of state actor, but also from the natural catastrophes and all the stuff.
You touched upon it. You said already you're very well aware that both our nations, Greece and Finland, are spending a lot. They're investing a lot in military infrastructure, and we're buying a lot in Greece. We're saying that why we need so many air force, why we need so much tank, where are we investing so much in this? Is the discussion in Finland, are the Finnish public wondering why we're spending so much for our defense? Because in Greece, the people are saying we need better schools, we need better services. In Finland, have you managed to keep the balance between keeping the schools and the infrastructure at the social welfare in a high level and also supporting with the budget the investments in the Finland's defense?
I think every Finnish people know that Russia is giving now the best arguments to invest in defense. So if you're watching what the Russia is doing in the Bucha or other places in Ukraine, everyone knows that we have to invest in defense. That's for sure.
Right. Thank you so much. Antti was here with us. So